What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? So we're going to be wrapping up Week 7 with the Monday Night Football game, the Baltimore Ravens at the Arizona Cardinals. Obviously, you can see from the score if you're watching it on YouTube that the Cardinals won the game. If you're listening to it on podcast, I just told you. Either way, we're just going to go ahead and touch on some brief things. The biggest thing, it wasn't even the pick that Tony Jefferson got at the end of the game. Apparently, the headsets weren't working and all kind of crap was happening. But something that I heard Willie McGinnis say on NFL Network is that once one side's headset goes out, both sides' headsets goes out. So pretty much there's no advantage. But still, it shouldn't happen. Either way, Joe Flacco did the same pass twice in a row, so he deserved to get picked off. Like, he just dropping back and just throwing the ball in the air. So that didn't really make any sense. But as far as the most spectacular play of the day, it was that Chris Johnson run when I thought he was down. I thought he was down. I just thought he stopped. Then I saw him get up and run, and then he got like another 62 yards. It was 62 yards, but it wasn't even that. It was just the fact that he got caught. Like, he lost a step, bro. I remember back in the day, you couldn't catch Chris Johnson. I don't know if he thought that the guy was further back or what it was, but it looked like he slowed down. And I don't really understand what he was doing. But either way, the Baltimore Ravens are 1-6. They're pretty much done. They're not coming back from that. It's over. Condolences to all the Baltimore Ravens fans. It's sad. Steve Smith Sr. is playing out of his mind. But it is what it is. It's over. The season's over. So they might as well start resting guys or something like that, trying to get a high draft pick. Let's move on from that. As far as the Arizona Cardinals, they're looking good, man. It's nothing really bad I can say, except for the fact that they lost to people they shouldn't have lost to. They have 2 losses, and they probably shouldn't have 2 losses. They probably should not have 2 losses, but it is what it is. It happens. It's the NFL, and you got to come back. You got to rebound. You got to do whatever. But with the Steelers, like losing to this dude Landry Jones, who turns out to be somebody that just came in and had no business winning the game based on the way he played last week. Well, this week Sunday, it was really like, what are the Cardinals doing? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I said, any given Sunday, things can happen. So looking at the Cards right now, I actually like their chances of doing something. Like, I think they have the potential to actually win in the playoffs. I don't know who out of the NFC is going to really, step up, because the Giants have disappointed me. I don't really know about them. We know about Seattle. They just look like a shell of themselves. The Rams, Jeff Fisher's the coach, so I'm not really putting any kind of, any type of hope into that. I really don't think that anything's going to happen as far as that goes. I really don't know about the NFC. I think the NFC is really, really weak, and regardless of what happens, the AFC is going to take it this year. It's not going to be any kind of miraculous thing with the Giants if they face the Patriots. I think the Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl. I've been saying that, since the whole Deflategate thing came out. Like, it's just always the way that it goes. The last time they accused them of something, they came out and they lost in the Super Bowl for their first loss. Mike Pettin should be fired. I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry. I don't know. Mike Pettin should be fired. Oh, sorry. I got like listen. What is it? Tourette's? Because that guy's face and everything about him annoys me. He just needs to go be a janitor someplace at some high school or something. He has that kind of face. No knock on any janitors or anything that's listening to the podcast, but I just can't deal with him. Either way, let's just take a quick note on what's going on before we wrap this up for Week 7, 2015. They fired Joe Lombardi from the Lions offensive coordinator, and I think a couple other people. And I don't understand why Jim Caldwell is still the head coach there. I don't know why they're firing people around the problem. Jim Caldwell is the problem. He is specifically the guy that's causing it because of his face. It's his face that makes the guys play like that. I don't know why people don't understand. You can't take your head coach seriously. You're not going to play well. Do you guys remember when I gave you guys the future about Dan Campbell? And I looked at him in the press conference. I was like, yo, that guy is eating stem cells, bro. He is a monster. And I love that because, having size on you, I work out all the time. It's good to just... It makes you feel a lot better about yourself. It's a lot of confidence, and people feed off of it. And I just looked at him and knew, like, yo, this guy's about to do something. And I'm not sure about what's going to happen this Thursday when they face the Patriots. I think the Patriots are going to beat them, but I don't think it's going to be like a walkthrough, whatever situation. But when you got a guy's face like Jim Caldwell, you're not going to play for him because it's like, bro, like, why are you here? Like, can I have my snack pack? Like, it's like that kind of dude. Like, you're leaving for school in the morning. Like, can I have my snack pack, dad? Like, I told you, he's a soccer dad. He should not be coaching in the NFL. I'm sorry. Maybe up in the stands someplace with a blindfold on, and you know they put like you know the blinds down so you can't see him. But listen, I'm sorry, but I just get so upset when I see his face. I'm sorry. And it's not only him, you know, Mike Patton, but Mike Patton annoys me in a crazier way because it just looks ridiculous. You know, I can't stand Chip Kelly's face because he's fat, but he's Humpty Dumpty, but then he's not. I don't know what he is. I'm just done, okay? Just, you fired the offensive coordinator. Why didn't you fire Jim Caldwell? That's all I want to know. That doesn't make any sense to me. Jim Caldwell needs to go. All right, let's go ahead and scroll to the top really quickly. We're going to take a look at Week 8, and I'm going to give you those picks really quickly, and then we're going to move on and see what's going on with that. Okay, just like I just mentioned, it's going to be kicking off Week 8, the Dolphins at the Patriots, okay? I'm going to go with the Patriots, just to go with the Patriots, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Miami Dolphins gave them a run for their money because Dan Campbell might go to Planned Parenthood and just start eating all the babies, bro, the stem cells, bro. Like, this dude, he got them playing out of their minds, and he can last there. He can really last there because he's the kind of coach that can really coach for a long time, sort of like a John Harbaugh, Jim Harbaugh, Mike Tomlin, Bill Belichick. He has that type of fortitude. And like I said, you don't got to be a muscular diesel guy. Like, Bill Belichick has his own style, but I like Bill Belichick because he just has his own way of coaching. But, when you look like Jim Caldwell, oh, speak of the devil, Lions at Chiefs. Okay, I'm taking the Chiefs. Why? Jim Caldwell's face. Next, Buccaneers at Falcons. Falcons, no-brainer. Cardinals over Browns. Rams over 49ers. Giants over Saints. Vikings over Bears. This is a bum game, Ravens and the Chargers. But I'm going to take the Ravens because they're at home. Bengals at Steelers. I'm going to take the Bengals. I don't care if that's a rivalry and all that other kind of crap. I don't care who plays. I'm going to take the Bengals. I'm going to take, this is a garbage game. I'm going to take the Titans over the Texans. I'm going to take the Jets over the Raiders. Take the Seahawks over the Cowboys. Definitely taking the Packers over the Broncos. I don't care how bad the Broncos defense is because I know Peyton Manning's noodle arm is going to throw picks. That's all I know. Definitely taking the Panthers over the Colts. I'm not Andrew Bad Luck. That dude is a bum. Andrew Bad Luck is. Listen, I'm done. Just because I just said his name, I'm so angry because he's cost me so much money because I drafted him in my league and I hate him. And it's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Week 7 recap. This is just for Monday Night Football. If you haven't seen Sunday's games and the Thursday night game from the previous week for Week 7, you definitely can go ahead and check it out. The podcast Source app on Android in the Google Play Store, or if you're on iTunes, just search GmiasWorld Podcast on iTunes. It's definitely worldwide, and I'm getting new countries by the day, and I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it, and it's helping to branch the NFL out, and you guys are seeing it from a different perspective and starting to understand that you can have fun with the game without being annoyed. Just laugh at the ridiculousness that goes on because it's always happening. Definitely, if you're watching it on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, one love.